I told you I'm here to get it, cause baby, I'm in my prime. So if you want it, come with it, nobody dimming my shine. Been a long time, homie, since I first got down. Still on top of my game, forever play to the crowd. When I'm in front of a mic and I'm in the spotlight, the Gridiron, man, we taking y'all on a flight. Always coming for the hardcore, this is what I work for. Got a feeling for some more, they yelling encore. Verbally, I'm bringing heat to the streets. The flames spit on my squad, nothing but winners, and you'll never see a quitter. Cause adversity is part of the plan. Just as sure as you go, always bob your head to the jam. So turn your volume up, you can see me up on your screen. Kicking knowledge like you need it, y'all some football fiends. Bringing heat at 100, we the realest around. Welcome to the Gridiron, baby, it's going down now. Like the music buzzing in amps. When I hit the end zone, fans are rocking the stands. Cause I'm an all known until the break of the dawn. Not Zeke, but I'ma eat the way I'm seeing the film. It's the battle hymn, homie, gonna bang in your ear. And when they hear it, they gon' know the Kings is here. All known until the break of the dawn. Not Zeke, but I'ma eat the way I'm seeing the film. I'm here to get mine, never gonna dwell on the past. Always moving forward, I won't take my foot off the gas. And I'm ready for the battle and whatever may come. I fight from up in the saddle, go and beat that war drum. If you want some, get some. Wicked about to get dumb. Got the crowd getting loud, everybody heads sprung. Hitting hard and coming stronger like a buck from a cage. Like Micah, I'm a lion busting out of my cage. Cause y'all ain't holding me now, I'll break your bury you down. Go and check your books, cause there ain't no play to be found. They can counter what I'm bringing, you ain't figure me out. Hitting suckers from their gut to their chest and their mouth. And now we steady climbing up to the top. You trying to get on our level, they watch your ass get dropped. Yo, it's your boy on the track, the OG double G. I'm rolling with the heavy hitter, yeah, that's Jersey the King. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. We are in the building. Gabe, how you feeling today, brother?
I'm good, brother. I am good, man. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing, everybody out there?
We got a lot of news for y'all.
Media world, yes, we do, man. It is time to get it on.
Scarborough retired.
Mm-hmm.
The UFL released new merch on the website. They had media day for 2 days this week and released the new uniforms. We got a lot to talk about in the UFL. Plus, we got some breaking news that just happened in the NFL as well. It's a packed show. We're live on the Fuel Sports Network. We got a big announcement as well. So y'all get ready. It's going down. Let's get this show started right.
Let's do it.
The Gridiron, baby. Yes, sir. Welcome in. Good morning. Happy Saturday. Good afternoon to everyone across the nation. We are live right here. It's the Gridiron, baby. I'm your host, one of your hosts, Jersey the King. To my left, the one and only, my brother from another mother, my man.
That's right.
Double G. Gabe
What is up, everybody?
On,
I'm chilling, man. How's everybody doing out there? Hope you guys are out there feeling good, man. I'm feeling good, bro. I'm just a little tired. You know, I was out and about last night doing some things with my lady. It was her birthday. So, but hey, we're here, baby. We're here. Man, it's crazy, dog. We got so much going on. I was talking about this past week. You know, NFL ain't even a factor right now. Wait. Let me backtrack.
Yeah, NFL, I was gonna say
NFL is always a factor. They've made sure that even in the offseason, they got things going on where you're still talking about them, but it's not NFL season right now, and we're still talking NFL. Hell, we got UFL getting in high gear with every day that passes as we get closer to week 1 of the UFL. The excitement's picking up. There's more to talk about, and then we got March Madness getting ready to kick in. So you know, my favorite sporting event of the year, and then of course I got to show my love to my D-backs right here because we got spring training in full gear, bro. We got sports going on right now, man. We got O'Malley fighting tonight against Vera. Like there is just so much. If you're a sports fan, hell, You gotta be happy right now. I know I sure as hell am, man. But yeah, we got a lot to talk about, my brother. How you doing, man? How you doing? You living good?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. I'm feeling good. Still gonna rep my Vipers, no matter what.
All right, there you
Take a
go.
stand for my Vipers. You know what I mean? You already know, guys. Hit that QR code right there if you'd like to help in the fight to bring back a Vegas franchise. I really would like it to be called the Vegas Gamblers. That would be lit because it would match the city so perfectly. But I wouldn't be mad if they brought back the Vipers. I just want a Vegas franchise back. So scan that QR code and please go sign that petition and let's help bring the Vegas Vipers back, or the Vegas Gamblers to the UFL. Let's bring a franchise back, man. So you already know. But yeah, man, we got a lot to talk about, man. There's so much sports going on. I'm so happy that we launched this network. Like I said, we're live. And let's start off with this big announcement, man. Let's start off with this big announcement. As you guys see in the top corner of the screen, the Gridiron is officially a part of the Pro Football Alliance. So, it's a huge step for us. You know what I mean? This takes our show to a whole nother level. Being a part of this family, being a part of the Fuel family is an honor. We are privileged. We are thankful. We are grateful to all of you that support this show, who are out there watching. So let's get it started. You know what I'm saying? Gabe, I put out a topic of the week of this week, right? And I asked a question, but before we get into that topic of the week, let me see what the comments are talking about. GV's in the house, DJ P's in the house. What's going on, y'all? Thank you, brother. Thank you, GJ. Thank you. Yeah. Now to this topic of the week, I asked a specific question, and I asked this question simply because I'm thinking of not only the fans, but the players and the teams. You know what I mean? And these organizations that are in the UFL, right? So I asked, should the UFL bring back the USFL mascots for those teams and add XFL mascots for the XFL teams and give each team cheerleaders? And when I tell you I got a lot of feedback, brother, I got a lot of feedback. But before I get into that feedback, I want to get your take. How do you feel on that?
The mascot thing, I love the mascot thing, man. I mean, come on. The USFL had it. We would be on the sites and it was on social media. They would have some fun with it too, about like, who has the best mascot. And of course, I was all about Dave the Wave, man, with the Breakers. But then you had like the Blob, who everybody loved. It's a fun thing, man. The mascots are like, what am I looking for? They're like the beacon for the fans. You know what I mean? Like it's funny to look at it that way, but they are. And I would mascots, to be honest, in the UFL. Bring some of these mascots back, man. Let's just let these guys have fun now that these teams are all going to be, in a home stadium or in a stadium.
Right.
You want the mascots roaming around, man. You want them on the sideline. You want them doing funny stuff, in between quarters or whatnot. But I'm all for the mascots. Now, cheerleaders is a whole other thing. Just because there's a lot of little things that involve that. You know what I mean? Because these cheerleaders, obviously, you got to wonder, would they be getting paid? Because if they're not, it'd be just like NFL cheerleaders, where they got to put in a lot of time during the week to prepare, routines, things like that. But I wouldn't be against seeing cheerleaders again, or I shouldn't say again, but seeing cheerleaders in the league. I think if you're going to go one or the other first, let's get the mascots in there first. And eventually you could bring the cheerleaders in, maybe when the league's making a little more money, you can throw them, kick them something down, or maybe it wouldn't even require that. You get some sponsorship to take care of that. Who knows?
Right.
You know what I mean? And it gives a lot of these, like, in their cities, maybe you get some of these local dancers and stuff and gives them an opportunity to put something on their resume. You know what I mean? Because it could work the same way that the spring football is working for a lot of players trying to get to the NFL or back to it. It could be the same thing for cheerleaders as well. You know what I mean? They're trying to put this on their resume because they want to get, a tryout with the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders or the Denver Broncos cheerleaders or something like that, man. So I'd be all for it, bro. But if it had to be one or the other, I gotta go with my mascots, dog. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you on that. I definitely feel you on that, brother. And and like I said, that's the reason why I asked that question, because I knew that there would be a legitimate, amount of replies, because I
Yeah.
got a lot. What's going
Yeah.
on, Patrick Ruffino from Educating or from Analyze and Educate? Make sure you guys
And
go and
I'm
check him.
not surprised that you did because, like I said, man, the cheerleaders and honestly, the cheerleaders and the mascots, they're like that. They're just a representative, a different level of the fans. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's because
Hmm.
that's what they're there for, man. They're there. The mascots and the cheerleaders are at events to perform for the fans. They're not there to help the team in terms of doing anything on the field. They're not there to promote the team. They're there to entertain the fans, get the fans into the game. You feel me?
Yeah, exactly. And see, that's my thing about it. I feel that if you bring in mascots, that's gonna get the fans engaged during the game.
Yeah.
The fans
Yeah.
will be interacting with the mascots as the mascots are running up and down the sideline, or where in certain stadiums they might have a little platform where the mascot can be standing up there dancing and
Yeah.
entertaining the crowd and things like that. Now, as far as the cheerleaders, the reason why I asked about cheerleaders is only because, like you said, it just creates opportunities. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
on top of that, it's still another factor to engaging with the fans.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That'll because you have to look at it. We are encouraging sports in general for not just young men, but also young women. Cheerleading is a competitive sport if you
Yes, it
really want
is.
to be
Yes,
technical.
it is. I
So
mean, yeah, y'all ever watched any of them cheerleading competitions? It's
it
crazy,
goes
man.
crazy.
Those girls and guys,
That Bring It On movie
they
was
work
legit.
hard, man. Oh
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
So
They work hard, man. They work as hard as any athletes because they are athletes. Let's be real,
and
man.
that's
They are
why I
athletes.
say,
Yeah,
that's why I say um it creates opportunities, and it wouldn't be a bad idea, because then you'd have the little girls that will come and be fans of the league because they're fans of the cheerleaders. Oh, I want to get my picture taken with a cheerleader. I want to get an autograph, this, that, and the third. You know what I mean? So it creates that excitement for the young girlfriends or girl fans out there as well. So the reason why I asked that question is because I knew I would get a bunch of feedback. One that I actually was interested in seeing or reading was this one here. It says from Zachary Johnson in the USFL or the UFL fan group, Brett's group. He says, no, not right now. They need to focus on getting the league started. Adding a mascot and cheerleaders is an extra expense that is not necessary, or that is not really necessary. You can use them to promote the team in the market, but half of the teams have an established fan base in place. Eventually, yes, I'd love to, but no, not right now. See, in my bite back at that is, so what? It's an extra expense. It's not that much extra.
it really isn't. It really isn't.
It didn't cost the
You're not talking about.
USFL
You're not having to
much
talk.
to have
Yeah, you're
8
not talking about
mascots.
having to take the cheerleaders on the road because you can do it just like they do in the NFL if you want to. Cheerleaders, they're gonna be at home, but you're not taking them on the road. And to say that it's like an unnecessary thing, actually, there's a lot that's unnecessary when it comes to marketing. You know what I mean? But that's
Mhm.
the whole point of it. And they would help with marketing,
Exactly.
but the key is here is that, like you said, like you alluded to earlier, it's fan engagement. You know what I mean? And that's the key.
Exactly.
These players during the game aren't engaging with the fans. The mascots and the cheerleaders are. They got fan engagement going on during the games. That's how he's talking about, you know, that in his comment that, they have established fan bases. Yeah. But this fan bases for each of these teams right now, bro, let's be real. are not strong enough to keep this league into a season 2. That is what we're trying to change with the first season. Growth.
Exactly.
Grow. So you want those established fan bases to grow where we can have a season 2? I mean, come on. Any tool that you can use that brings in more fan engagement, like cheerleaders and mascots, I'm all for it, bro. So that don't make a lot of sense to me talking about, oh, they got established fan bases, we don't need them. Yeah, well, you won't be saying that when there ain't no season 2 of the UFL because we couldn't get, we couldn't engage the fans enough. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why I say what I say about, the expense wouldn't be a lot, because if you look at it, the USFL had mascots for all 8 teams last season, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So that's why I say, should they bring them back and just have mascots for the XFL teams that need to be added? You know what I mean?
Get a
new mascot for the Roughnecks.
Yeah. And let's talk about the whole marketing thing of this before we go away from it real quick, okay? We've talked about, before the merger, when there was all this speculation, what we were talking about, we wanted to see was have these teams in their cities so they can have engagement, right? Like in the community.
Right.
And what is one thing that you see constantly in the NFL, and not just NFL? Let's talk about NBA. Let's talk about sports. Hell, I could talk about college sports too here in NMSU, in my own backyard. You have the mascots and the cheerleaders during the week, man. They're out at community events, meeting people. You know what I mean? Promoting the programs, bro, promoting the teams. So you're not just talking about the fan engagement at the games, but if you can't get these players and coaches for whatever reason, because of scheduling conflicts or whatnot, to do certain events in the community, that's where your mascots and cheerleaders come into also, man. You know what I mean? You got like a community night somewhere where you're bringing them out and the kids are taking pictures and you're getting them gear from the UFL team. You know what I mean? And that's how you grow, man. That's how you grow.
Or when you're doing charity events and fundraisers and things like that in the community, you know what I mean? You can have the mascot there. You can have the cheerleaders there. You can have team players there. You can have coaches there. You can have all these different members of the organization or that franchise there to really make the experience for the fan base in the community more realistic, for one, because they'll know that, okay, this is real. This team wants to be around here. This league wants to be around for a long time. They want to grow. They want to reach the next level and get those 16 teams back. You know what I mean? To where it's 16 teams and eventually get to possibly 32 teams. You know what I mean? So this is why I say that adding this element will boost everything. You know what I mean? What's going on here? Welcome in, brother. You don't have to apologize for being late.
But you will apologize for your little comment, comment right there. No, he won't. He ain't gonna apologize. He's gonna make another one. Watch. What's up, Hit? How you doing?
We are live, y'all. This is the Gridiron Podcast Show, live on Fuel Sports Network on your Roku and Amazon devices. Make sure you guys go and download the channel. And myself and Gabe, we are currently engaging in the topic of the week for all the new viewers that are tuned in. I asked, should the UFL bring back the USFL mascots and add XFL mascots and give each team's cheerleaders? We both agree that they will both be great marketing tools to help not only engage the fan base, but grow the fan base of the league and help secure a future for the UFL, man. So, I mean, if you did not post a comment on the actual topic of the week post that I put out on social media, which I usually do on Facebook, go ahead and give us your thoughts in the comments. We will get back to them and definitely read them aloud. For all you Gridiron fans, man, go get you some merch. The Gridiron store has a merch store now, and that's actually the wrong link, so I apologize about that. That's the wrong link.
I'm laughing at his other comment that doesn't need to be involved, talking about why he's going to watch football.
Right. We on TV now, Hit. But let's
Yeah.
jump right into it. There was some breaking news. Jerry Wobbly Knees Judy. That's what I call him.
Yeah.
Let me let y'all know. There's some breaking news. Jerry Judy of the Denver Broncos is being traded to the Cleveland Browns for a draft pick.
2 draft picks.
Yes. Oh, yes. You're right. 2 draft picks.
Yeah. Looks
2
like
draft
we
picks.
got a 2024 5th and 6th round pick. I mean, pretty much pennies compared to how high they drafted him. But, what can you say? I mean, it's.
Do you have that up there? Let's pull that. Do they even have that on ESPN right now? Have they even posted it yet as a headline?
Let's go
with
right
more
here.
Details.
Where's my?
Because when I seen it come across my phone notification, I'm like, Jerry Judy.
Yeah.
Oh, not knees. Y'all traded knees.
Matthew Clowney. Yeah, there it is, right there.
There we go. Breaking news. Broncos trade Jerry Judy to the Cleveland Browns for picks, for 2 draft picks. So, I mean, like I said, that's actually kind of big news because them releasing Russell Wilson, who just was actually meeting with the Steelers and the Giants this past week, them releasing Russell Wilson, now trading Jerry Judy.
Yeah, man,
they're cleaning house over there. That might give Ben DiNucci an opportunity at quarterback.
You know what?
Starter.
You know what? I have a feeling that they are going to. Now, this is just honestly, I'm not like going off of any sources here. This is just what I'm thinking. They're talking about drafting homeboy from Michigan right now. He's a guy that you're going to want to probably develop for a year. And I talked about it on the Gridiron Nation earlier, but it was about, maybe bringing in Jameis Winston. But you know what, bro? Why not let DiNucci just play it out for a year? Even if he's just placeholding, even if they don't win a lot of games, what you're doing right now, the moves they've made right now is not because they're trying to win next year. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Sean Payton is saying, okay, we're wiping the slate clean right now. Let me get some draft capital in here and build this up over the next 2 years. So why not say, hey, let's see what we've got
that dead money
for a year. Let's let DiNucci run this thing for a year. And, at least it gets him back on the field in the NFL so that you've got your legit QB2 once your rookie quarterback in his second season and is not a rookie anymore. Once you're ready to start him. Then you tell DiNucci, all right, man, thanks for holding it down last year. You will be our QB2, but hey, I mean, and maybe it's better. Maybe he does, what nobody expects and wins ball games. But at the very least, the Broncos are not expecting to win right now. You know what I mean? So why not, man? Give my boy DiNucci a chance. Yeah.
Give DiNucci a chance. Why not? Because you have to look at it this way. If you give him an opportunity, and with him being able to be under Russell Wilson for the last season and get to work with Russell Wilson and be in a QB room with Russell Wilson, why not give him a chance?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He showed you enough for you to sign him.
Yeah. For you to keep him on
your. He showed you enough in the XFL season for you to sign him and bring him back to the NFL. You feel what I'm saying? So why not give Ben DiNucci a chance, especially with the moves that you're making? I mean, it just makes sense.
Yeah,
it just makes sense. So hopefully we'll get to see DiNucci. Get to see him as a starter.
Especially I wonder what they're looking to do right now because the Broncos are also they're dumping a lot of this cap, man. So right now we're looking at right now after this move, they're looking at roughly $50 million over the cap. They've got money to spend. I'm wondering,
Well,
what are they going to do with it? Is this going to be for some of the
Denver don't
internal,
got no money no more.
huh?
Remember, Denver don't have no money. They have that. That dead money to hit that they taken from releasing Russell Wilson.
Well, no, but all these moves
That's
that they
over the next 2
all
seasons.
these moves. Well, yeah, you're right. But all these moves they just made literally just cleared up $50 million. You know what I mean? So that dead money, that's going into next year. So some of that, Russell Wilson's looking at $39 million that he's going to be owed, which means some team is going to get him for pennies because it doesn't matter. For 1 year, they could be like, look, we're going to give you $1 million. You're still getting $38 million from Denver. So either way, he's getting paid. You know what I mean? But yeah, so if you're looking at $50 million right now, I'm still wondering what are they clearing up cap space for? They've already put into account what they're going to pay Russell Wilson this year. But all these moves, the dumps that they're making, man, they're getting draft picks. They're clearing up some cap space. They're not going to have a lot of cap space to spend, but it's going somewhere. I don't know. Maybe they're looking at extending somebody. Maybe they're looking at somebody internally that they're looking to just say, hey, look, we need to kick this dude down a little bit more money. But they're not looking to win next year. Let's be real. They're not. That's the bottom line.
They're not. They're not. They know they're not. It's a rebuild process. So, we'll see how this affects, this affects the Broncos moving forward. We'll see if our boy Ben DiNucci gets a shot and no hit. You don't be clowning my boy DiNucci, man. So let's move on to some UFL news. The big news of the day. Bo Scarborough, running back for the Birmingham Stallions, 2-time back-to-back defending. Well, I guess you can't say defending anymore, but 2-time, back-to-back USFL champions with the Birmingham Stallions. Bo Scarborough is retiring, y'all. He made the announcement this morning, I believe, or it may have been last night.
Yeah,
no, I believe it was this morning.
Yesterday. Well, I caught it yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday.
It was yesterday. He just put out
last night.
Yeah. He announced it last night. He just did the speech and everything today.
Man, I remember when he was coming out of when he was coming out of college, bro, out of Alabama. A lot of people thought this dude was gonna have was gonna be a stud in the NFL, bro. It just never worked out. Didn't work out for him. But
yeah,
I really wish that at 29 years old, man, it's kind of like, damn. It sucks really because I love running backs, bro. I'm big on running backs, and especially the way he runs, man. He's just that kind of like, he's hard nosed. He's gonna lower that shoulder. He's gonna run through you type of runner. So yeah, it does. It sucks to see him go, man, straight up. But hey, he's probably got some other things he's gonna have going on. So maybe he'll stay on his staff. Who knows?
Well, let's see. Let's play a little bit of this retirement speech. Can you guys hear that?
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Man.
Wait, hold on. Wait a second. I gotta make sure you guys are able to hear it first of all, because I gotta make sure y'all can hear the audio. Sorry about that, guys. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I wanted to hear what he has to actually say. I'm not going to play the whole thing, take up too much time on the show, but we'll definitely. Just let me know if you hear the audio.
Can barely hear it, bro. I can't see none though.
So we're not sharing. Oh, that's because we're not sharing. Haha. Sorry, guys.
Come on, bro. We're gonna start getting boos in the comments, bro. You know, like in UFC when the fighters aren't active and the crowd starts booing. All right, let's be real there, though, man. Straight up.
For the athleticism he had gave me. I also want to thank you guys for pushing me to be the better
Is it not playing?
player all around.
It's just real choppy.
As a person, as a
I
man,
can hear it.
and to lead you guys down the right path in the best way that I could. And with that being said,
y'all don't be booing us.
It's a bittersweet thing. And it's a hard thing to do, but at the end of the day, you got to do what's best for you. And I want to thank my mom, for raising me in the way that she has. Be respectful to everyone. Yes, sir. No, sir. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Take you a long way. My mom raised me like a man would raise his son. To always look a man in the eye when you're talking to him and that type of stuff. And I also want to thank Jerry Jones for drafting me. It's only that 1% that made it out of high school, and some of us were part of that 1%. A lot of people don't get that chance. A lot of athletes where
Yeah, bro, we ain't getting much sound now.
200 some guys.
All right.
Let's just talk about it. Let's just talk about it.
Basically, what Bo Scarborough is saying is he's thanking everybody. And he's just saying that it's just something that he feels that it's time for him to, just do something else, basically. And I commend him. You know what I mean? I can't even be mad at him for
Well, how much of this now, how much of this goes to what was his recovery like from that knee injury that took him out last year? What was that? Was we talking about was that week one? Was I thinking that was week one, right?
Both of them.
Yeah. He lost his whole season.
Mark Smith both were out. So it's like, damn. Maybe that recovery was just too much. Maybe he's like missing the whole season and then having to go through the recovery process. And now I'm part of maybe 4 running backs on the team that I have to beat out. You know what I mean? To get that number 1 spot. And, it could have been a number of things. Like you said, he may have children that he wants to be around for. And like I was speaking with Rig about it last night. He was like, maybe he just has a something that's already set up for, his backup plan. Maybe he's done. He just feels like, I got my chance. Like he said, he was saying, thank you to Jerry Jones for drafting him, in the NFL. So, he got his chance. He was on the Dallas Cowboys out of all teams as well. You know what I mean? So winning a national championship in college, getting drafted
2-time. Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? On top of that, going into a spring football league called the United States Football League and being a starting running back, leading them to their first championship and being a part of the team for a back-to-back championship. So, I mean, he goes out a winner.
Yeah, and I also wonder, bro, like, it was a knee injury last year, and that term, especially when it comes to athletics, is legit when they say your body better than anybody. And knee injuries, bro, we talked about this. They're very, very, they're very touchy, man, because a knee injury, you can feel fine. I'm good. I'm ready to go. Problem with a knee injury is even if you're healed up, it never gets 100% the way it used to be, even if you feel like it. So all it takes is one bad turn, one bad landing, one bad leg plant, and you're done again. And maybe we don't know this. I mean, like we're talking about the speculation because he's not putting out there why, personally, but maybe he's just like, you know what? I'm feeling it the way that knee injury was last year. I'm not ready for the grind. I'm not ready to do this grind. And like you said, especially, the competition's getting younger, on that squad. So 29 years old. Yeah, and he's still young enough that he can do a lot of things, man. Still football involved as well. So, yeah, but
Exactly.
much respect to you, Bo. Much
Exactly. We can get
respect.
into coaching. You know.
Yeah.
But welcome in, Elizabeth. How are you today? They said I need to boo get off the stage. I can't stand y'all. I can't. No, but definitely congratulations, Bo. You know, you earned it, man. You deserve it. Go enjoy what you want to do now. You know what I mean? Football's in your past now, you know, but as a player, I should say, you know, now you can get into coaching, or you can do whatever you want to do now. You know, you've made the money, you've got the the knowledge to go and, you know, because he went and got his degree as well.
Yeah.
So, you know, he's
Yeah.
got a lot going for him that he possibly wants to do, and doesn't want to have banged up knees and not be able to do anything. You know what I mean? So, Mr. Scarborough, thank you for everything you've given us as a football player, man. You deserve it. And we hope you enjoy your retirement, brother. Now, big news down in St. Louis.
Speaking of knee
JPZ,
injuries. Speaking of knee injuries.
what's going on, A Train? How you doing, brother?
What's up, eh? How you
Big
doing, man?
news. Steve, what's going on? Yeah, Elizabeth says I need my Brahmas fix. Steve, what's going on? Welcome in. He said maybe he retired because he wasn't going to make the team. That's a possibility. That's definitely a possibility. What's going on, A Train? Elizabeth says wishing opening weekend to hurry up, just like me. But I could see that too, Steve. You know, I was saying that maybe, you know, there's he don't want to go through that grind of trying to beat out those three other
Yeah.
running backs who
Yeah,
leave right
especially
now.
coming off a knee injury. You know, it's
That's a
knee
lot.
injuries are very, very touchy, man. Very touchy. And
Rig,
yeah,
what's going on,
29
brother?
years
Welcome in.
29 years old, you know your body better than anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Let's put it that way, you know.
That is the truth.
What up,
Now,
Rig?
like I said, big news down in St. Louis. The Battlehawks are wide receiver Ja'Cory Pearson, aka JPZ. He is out up to 6 weeks with a knee injury, so he's not looking to be back until
Because
maybe
here, what
week
I'm looking
4
at
or
here,
5.
I guess Beck said it's going to be a minimum at least 6 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Hoping to get him
So
back.
that's
Apparently,
big.
this could have been worse too. You know, so thankfully they kind of dodged something there, but they're gonna have to be careful bringing him back, man, because like we were just talking about the knee injuries. You know, they had one that took out Bo last year for the whole season, man, in the USFL.
Yep.
So that's big, bro. That's a big.
That's
big.
huge.
I mean, they've still got some weapons, but this is big.
That's huge.
Let's just not try to act like, all right, we're gonna be all right. They're gonna be all right. No, this is big. It is.
PCL. Okay. Yeah. Now, when I say this is big, I don't care how anybody else wants to look at it. Battlehawk fans, I'm not trying to, you know, not trying to downgrade your wide receiver room, but losing a player like Ja'Cory Pearson to start the season. Sorry, these comments are coming in quick. It is big, Patrick. It is big. Because
big.
losing
anytime you lose a wide receiver 1 or 2, yeah, it's a big deal.
And then on top of that, a guy like Ja'Cory Pearson, where you can put him anywhere. He's like your little Swiss Army knife, like Deebo Samuel. You know what I mean? If you want to, you can put him in the backfield and run plays from him being in the backfield lined up as a running back. You know what I mean? Happy anniversary, Rig, to you and your wife. Definitely, man. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for getting home fast enough to catch the show, my friend.
Live on Fuel Sports Network.
Yeah.
And again, before we get back into this real quick, so excited to announce that, you know, for all the new viewers watching, the Gridiron Podcast Show is now part of the Pro Football Alliance. And I want to thank you guys for the opportunity. Thank you for supporting the show and doing all you guys do to, you know, get us where we're at, man. We wouldn't be here without you guys. at all. So thank you for helping us get to this position. And like I said, we're live on your TVs. Go download the Fuel Sports Network channel on your Roku TV and devices and your Amazon TV and devices. And make sure you come, watch with us, man. Come watch us live on your 65 inches and all that good stuff. I love it. I love it. Big announcement as well. Before we get back into this injury, Gabe, little birdie was telling me that you got something going down for them Arlington fans.
I do. Putting the show together. Got my logo ready to go. I'm gonna be working on some music soon. I'll probably be using the same music that I use for my show for now. But I'm lining up a pretty big interview, guys. Not gonna say nothing yet. I'm supposed to hear back from him tomorrow. Y'all know they got training camp going on, so I've been back and forth with him. We're gonna try and work it out. But I got a big interview hopefully coming for my pilot episode, I guess. And the show is going to be called Hellraisers Podcast, y'all. That's going to be the show for all my Arlington Renegades fans out there. This is going to be the show y'all want to be checking out, man. I'm going to be trying to get some interviews in. I'm going to be bringing some news in, bringing some people from out there, maybe on to help me out with some of the news at times. But I'm going to be bringing it, man, the same way I bring it every single week. But this time it's just going to be in a pure Arlington Renegades frame of mind. For all my fellow Hellraisers out there. So y'all be on the lookout, man. But yeah, I got something lined up. I got something lined up. Good morning, B. But I don't want to put out his name just yet. But not just Renegades fans, XFL fans will know his name. Hell, Dallas Cowboys fans will know the name. But I ain't gonna go. That's all I'm giving you. That's it. It's like a little tease, bro. It's like a little tease, okay?
That's what I'm talking about. So Pat's in Vegas, which is awesome. You should have told me when. I would have definitely had you come to the studio and be on the show. That would have been crazy. But Pat's in Vegas, and Rig and his wife are planning a trip to Vegas at the end of June.
Yo, what's up? I see Big Daddy Ed there in the comments. What is
Big
up,
Daddy Ed's in the building. One of the co-hosts of The Bottom Line and B Hog Live.
My fellow
Ms. B's in the building.
That's right, man. That's right. We're having a party today. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Pat says, fun fact, I just wanted to say, Coach yesterday announced that teams are allowed to do only 8 waiver claims per year. As well, there are scrimmages going on today. And Gabe just informed me of this last night. First rounds of cuts will be made tomorrow.
Teams got to get to 58 players. Tomorrow is the deadline to get to 58 players. So these scrimmages, basically what these are working like, y'all, is just, it's almost like what preseason is in the NFL when you get to like that last preseason game. It's like, okay, we already know who's going to be locked in at these starter spots, but we already know who's going to be locked in on these spots. But now, okay, some of these guys are on the cusp of making the roster. Maybe there's a couple of, depth battles going on. So these scrimmages are probably going to weed some of that out. And tomorrow we'll see what some of these rosters are looking like, man. But this Jacob Pearson thing, bro, I loved Hakeem Butler last year. I was so big on this dude, man. I was glad that he got another opportunity in the NFL and just did not make it. We heard a lot of bad things about, when he was there, when he got, from captain. He was just that they were talking about him being lazy in the NFL. They didn't want, whatever. He's back here. He's a playmaker. The thing about Hakeem Butler, though, he's not the guy that's going to give you a monster game every single week. You know what I mean? He's a playmaker. He's that guy that's going to, like, maybe in the second half, all of a sudden start exploiting some stuff, and he's going to break away. He's going to do that whole yards after the catch type of thing as a possession receiver. But this is a big deal. Jacob Pearson, like, to hear people say, well, it ain't a big deal. It is. Anytime you're losing one of your top receivers, bro, it's a big deal, dog. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, and AJ McCarron is still there, so he's going to, they'll manage. But
Thank you,
Let's
Jess.
just
I
be real,
really
guys.
appreciate it.
Just the same way that a lot of these players were brought together, because the talent level's up there now at the wide receiver group for them. So are the defensive back rooms on these other teams.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
definitely.
saying? So, yeah, I
But
I
I
feel
think
like it
them
is a big deal,
losing.
but I think it's something that AJ McCarron will manage the offense through, though, bro.
Well, yeah, because he's like Pat was saying earlier in the chat, that he could be good to go by week 3. At the earliest. So they
Yeah,
they won't
I
miss
wouldn't
a
expect that
lot
though.
of games. They
Yeah,
they could possibly get him back for what I think the second away game or maybe the second home
see,
game.
this is
But
my thing though, bro. With the whole
Pittman,
injury though.
well, yeah, it depends on how bad it is. You know
Be
what I mean?
careful. Yeah,
But
be
but
careful.
I just don't feel that that wide receiver room is going to be able to really do a whole bunch of damage without
Yeah,
Ja'Cory Pearson in the lineup. And the only
yeah.
reason why I say that is because, like I said, you can place this dude anywhere, and he's small. So it's like Tyreek Hill trying to find him. Where is he at? Then out of nowhere, you just see AJ McCarron launches the ball, and then you just see JP's little ass come out of nowhere with the catch. So it's just like, he's such an important piece to that offense at that wide receiver position that I feel that, no, 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 no. I'm not sleeping on Darius Shepard. Trust and
No, they got
believe.
Darius Shepard. You got
BS
Steven
11.
Mitchell there, Blake
BS 11.
Jackson. Yeah,
This is your starting receiving core in St. Louis, in my opinion. This is what it would end up being. Ja'Cory Pearson, Darius Shepard, and um, Aitman, and then we'll
you got
say
Mitchell
Akeem
there.
Butler.
Yeah, you
You
got
know what I
Mitchell
mean?
there too. So
And then Mitchell. That'll be your starting 5. You know what I mean? Maybe not in that exact order, but that would consist of your starting 5. You know what I mean? And then you have the rest. So I just think that
they're going to leave a lot of the running game. Be careful with that. Be careful with
yeah.
people that are thinking that they're going to be running, like he's saying, the 4 wide set. There's absolutely no reason for them to do this. And now with Ja'Cory Pearson out, now you can even more say, all right, let's look at what our running backs got. You got Gallman there. Those first couple
Mhm.
weeks, I think, are going to be very big on how much they feel if they got to rush him back, which with a knee injury, you never want to rush a player back. So, like you said, those first few weeks are going to be very big. I think they'll lean a little bit more on the run game because you're going to have to now because AJ McCarron is going to need y'all to do that, get that run game going. You know what I mean? So him and his receivers could start doing some damage without Pearson there.
Right. You're right. Hit. Yeah, that 4-minute offense is going to be key. It's going to be key.
No, Gallman's not a power back, but Gallman is a 3-down back. That's the thing. Gallman's a guy. Gallman's a guy like ain't nobody saying he's a power back. Gallman's an all-purpose back. That's what he is. He's a little smaller.
Mhm.
He's got the speed, but I think it's going to be more of a the running back room. That's why I said the running back room is going to really need to come through. Because
Right.
I'm not looking at it's kind of like the running back like by committee type of thing, which is what I'm expecting some of these teams to do this year, like Arlington and them. They're gonna go through these running backs and see which one of them by midseason is going to be the hot hand.
That would be interesting if they do some meet and greets at the beginning of the season, right? Like right before the season starts. But it'll be hard to do. It's crunch time. You know what I mean? Said Gallman hasn't played in 3 years. He says, so are you saying he's a power gun? I would look at him in that way because you could do a lot with Gallman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
See, the fact that he hasn't played in 3 years, that's not necessarily a bad thing for a running back. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because that means he doesn't have a lot of wear and tear that these guys have right now. Yes, obviously there's a reason for that, but there's also a reason that, it was a little bit of a big deal when he was brought there. You know what I mean? People know the name, so they're going to be all right from their running back spot. But obviously, it's all going to come down to AJ McCarron. Everything's going to come down to AJ McCarron in this offense. And Ja'Cory was supposed to be that big, like you said. He was going to be his Swiss Army knife, man. Especially with what McCarron can do when he's out of the pocket. You got a guy like Pearson in there who you don't know where he's going to be on the field, but AJ will know. And when he's out of the pocket and you got to worry about AJ McCarron, now you're going to have to worry about Jacob Pearson. Where's he going to be at when that play breaks down?
Yep, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's why it's a big deal.
It's a big deal, y'all. But I wish him a speedy recovery, and I can't wait to see him back on the field. Definitely. In other UFL news, guys, the UFL and Under Armour expand their partnership with the National Coalition of Minority Football Coaches, as well as they expand that partnership that the XFL had with Under Armour from last season as well. So that's big. Under Armour is going to be key moving forward in the UFL, and I'm happy about that. I'm not even gonna lie. I like the Under Armour gear. Speaking of the gear, what do you guys think of the new uniforms?
I love my Renegades, but damn, I hate their damn uniforms, dog. I like the blue ones as a Renegades fan, but you know what I hate about the Renegades jerseys? I'm just speaking on from a fan here of my team. And then y'all can tell me what you think of your squads or whatnot. But you know what I've always hated is they have that little red line in the middle of the number. It's like the number in line that's red.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks horrible to me. Why? I don't like it. Yeah, I don't like it, bro. And he got Memphis out here looking like a freaking Division III school, with their jerseys. It's like, well, we had to do a fundraiser to get these jerseys, baby. What do they look like? And I'm like, they look like you did have to do a fundraiser. I don't like Memphis's jerseys, man. I don't. And to me, like what was I looking at? Was it Michigan's? When I saw them, I'm like, is that Birmingham? I was like, well, that looks like Birmingham's jerseys. So,
does the Birmingham uniforms kind of look more like they have it's more red instead of maroon this year? Did you notice that?
I did not notice that. I'm gonna pull them up right now.
They look a little bit more vibrant, like a little bit more red. They look a lot more red than they do, Rick says should be pink.
You know what, Rick? Hating on my squad, man. The hate is real. Everybody's hate. I have a feeling I'm making everybody hate my Renegades more than I should, bro. Because we have Big Daddy Ed not believing in my squad.
Because everybody's going off of last season and how they ended the season last season, but not realizing that they added more pieces than what they had last season. Plus, last season they had an actually good defense. It was just the offense that was needing assistance because of who was at the quarterback position, Mr. Schloter.
The trash can.
So I'm just saying.
I still laugh when people try to pump that dude up in the fan boards on social media. They're like, Schloter's pretty damn good. I'm like, man, y'all can have him. Please.
You know what I mean? But I'm rocking with my brother, I gotta run with the Renegades this season. I have no other choice.
Rick, Rick, what do you think in the Houston jerseys? I mean, there was most of these jerseys, bro. There wasn't a lot of drastic changes.
There wasn't a lot of changes.
No.
There wasn't a whole lot of changes. I think one of the only changes that big changes that I've seen was Michigan getting the plum pants and the big logo on the helmet now. Yeah. For Birmingham, I believe, with the new Birmingham helmets. I don't know, man.
I don't know, man. As a Renegades fan, I'm just like, change the damn number, and would you give us the damn Renegade logo? Give us homeboy with the red eye, cowboy Renegade hat on the helmet, man.
That D that whole D thing is just
that AR, and the problem is not only is it boring, but that is the problem. It's boring. That's it. It's boring. It's boring. You see that behind me right here, guys? That's the logo I want right there.
Yeah,
That's
the
logo
one I would
on
want.
the back of the
You know
helmet.
what I mean?
And they're using it. That's the bad thing. They're using it in all their promotion. When they had the media day, and they were doing the pictures and each player in the uniform, and Arlington came out, they had that was right there, right behind them on the screen. I'm like, then
The
use it.
Bandito.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That's what they need to be
The
using.
Hellraiser,
That's what they
baby.
need to be
Bring it.
using. You know what I mean? I do got a question for you guys. Because I'm going to take a look at the merch. Do you guys feel they dropped the ball? And I keep asking this because I say in different areas. Now, if you look at said Birmingham need a My Little Pony on their helmets instead.
I second
Freaking
that.
rig, man. Hey guys, we are live on Fuel Sports Network. This is the Gridiron Podcast Show.
Hey, what do y'all think of that? What do y'all think of the Battlehawks, the blue on blue? Well, they got them blue pants with the blue. I think they look kind of dope. The Battlehawks ones look.
I do like the Battlehawks. I am good with the Battlehawks one. I like the Brahmas ones too. I ain't gonna lie. I do like the Brahmas. I think the Brahmas one is actually pretty fly, and I like how in the neck area it has blood, sweat, and something else. I forgot what it said, but it looked pretty good. All right, here's my coil. Here's my All right, so look, let's just start with this. One thing I found out is all the UFL teams or the USFL teams from last season, aside from, of course, the Houston team, they all got new era hats, yo. Like, they got new era hats, yo. But none of the XFL teams do. Except, I think, maybe St. Louis. And I don't even think that's a new era. I think it's just a snapback. So, like, I'm kind of upset, man. And then, look at the prices. We are a spring football league, and you guys are trying to build a fan base back up and build your trust with the fans back up. Let's look at some of them and see. Look, they're using the logo right here on the merchandise, but you're not using it on the uniform. Yeah. What are you doing? You're not using it on the helmet.
Well, hell, look, they actually got a shirt. Got a shirt. No, hold on. Scroll back up. They actually got a shirt with the Renegades helmet on it that has the Hellraiser logo on it. What the hell y'all doing? But you can't put that on my damn helmet.
But you won't put it on the helmet. Unless they're going to have alternate uniforms. Unless we're going to get 3 uniforms, which I don't think they're going to do. So it's like
here with the pricing, bro. You're looking at $40 for a shirt, man. Hell, I can go walk into the Cowboys Pro Shop here in town right now. That's NFL. That's Jerry Jones' money hungry ass. Where I'm gonna pay like probably $30 for a nice Cowboys shirt. This is just by comparison, and I told you this.
And I get it. It's Under Armour.
Yeah, and these guys are not. They're not. There's a certain thing that comes with trying to grow your fan base. It's the casual dollars and stuff. If you're going to do that, you can't be charging these kinds of prices, especially like, man, come on, we're all we're working Joes. We're people that are just trying to, we do our thing to get by every day, so I'm sorry, I can't be sitting over there spending $40 on a damn t-shirt, 4 or 5 of them. I just can't.
Mm-hmm.
I'll spend that on my daughter. I'll use that to get her some clothes.
Look, Easy says yes to an extent. Right. They need more curb appeal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They need more curb appeal. Like, my thing is, how are you? What? $70 for this damn hoodie, bruh. Look how small this logo is on the front.
Mm-hmm. It's horrible.
No, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong at all. When I actually clicked on it and then I looked at the back, I was like, oh, okay, cool. Cool. This is what you get on the back.
The damn AR. I hate that damn logo. I'm okay with it to use it for promotional, but I'm mad because never mind. Don't mind me.
With $70.
Yeah, man, that's crazy.
$70 though. Come on now. That's a lot of money.
Man, you're just asking people to
My
go
whole
bootleg their
gripe with the
stuff, man.
pricing is the fact that because exactly you're gonna get a lot more people, and me and Rig were actually talking about this. You're gonna get a lot more people who are going to want to go and get, like you just said, they're go and get their gear from somewhere else or get a
Yeah,
knockoff.
yeah. How many people now out there doing all this stuff with cricket machines and stuff and vinyl, making their own stuff? You know, I sell that stuff at work, so I see it. If I wanted to, I could tell them, hey, can I get you to make me a couple shirts, Renegades? You know what I mean? Because it's gonna be a hell of a, I'll buy the hoodie. It's gonna be a hell of a lot cheaper than $70.
Mhm.
I know it ain't gonna be quality like Under Armour, but I don't give a damn. As it is, I don't buy Under Armour gear. I really don't. I'm more of an Adidas guy myself. I shop at the Adidas store, but that's besides the point. I
But
understand
yeah,
the
like I was
quality
saying,
was
when it
getting
comes to like the hats, there's no hats. Like, who wants these
at. Yeah,
damn dad
they
hats?
got them damn old man hats, dude. I
Like,
don't like
these are
those.
okay.
I
These
know
are
I'm a
okay,
dad, but
but
why
these
y'all
aren't
trying to
my
give me a
style.
dad hat?
You know what I mean? So I just have my gripe with
Yeah,
some of it. You know what I mean? That's just my only thing.
Rig.
I have my
I do,
gripe with
Rig.
some of it,
I do, Rig.
you
I need
know, and
some consolation over that logo, man.
it's just, I feel that they dropped the ball when it came to the prices and the
Yeah,
fact that they didn't. I know they probably just took, the merch that was from these sites last season and just rebranding them with Under Armour and all that good stuff. But still, in all, like especially when it comes to the hats, like you got to remember, a lot of men that go and watch these games, we like hats. We like to go to the game with our hats. Helps keeps the sun out of our eyes, so we can see the damn game. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So I just feel like that was one thing they should have went and made all the different templates for all these different items for every
Now let
team,
me ask you
and
something,
then
bro.
just
Where's
put the
where's the
logos on.
jerseys at? Where's the jerseys at?
That was another thing.
That's the thing. As a football fan, bro, what is the one thing football fans, the one piece of gear outside of a hat that is the most popular kind of gear for a football fan? It's a jersey.
Yep.
So where's the damn jerseys at, man? And don't be coming at us, again with them XFL prices when those jerseys finally drop with them $180 damn prices. Uh-uh. Mm-mm. I
And I
want I
think
want
that's
them
what's gonna be.
USFL prices at $89, damn it. But yeah, where's the jerseys at, man? Like the season's getting ready to start. You know
People
what
are
I
gonna
mean?
want jerseys.
Now's the time
People
that
are
people
gonna
are gonna be
want
buying their
jerseys.
jerseys so they can get them shipped out to them for week 1.
And I get it. We may not get jerseys with player names on it until probably season 2 or season 3,
It is what it
depending
is.
on if these players stay with these teams and don't go on to the NFL and
Yeah.
things like that. So of course we'll have to wait on something like that because a lot of these players are really trying to get to the NFL through the UFL. So we'll have to see if it comes to getting merch like that. But other than that, at the
Yeah.
end of the day, we need some jerseys, man.
We do, bro.
We need some
We do.
jerseys. And
Y'all gonna
nothing
make
that
I'm
says
telling you,
Dwayne Johnson on the back.
UFL, y'all gonna make me reach out to my bootleg connections. I will do it. I don't care. And I'll spread the word to everybody. I'll be like, I know a guy. That's it. That's how. Hey, where'd you get your jersey? I know a guy. Exactly, Rig. Yeah, what was that freaking football? Like $150? Something like that? 140?
$175
Oh, I'm
for
sorry. I was giving them too much credit.
$175
Jesus.
for
That's the
a
madness,
team
bro.
ball.
Come on now. Hey,
Robert
is that
says,
coming? Is that Luis better be signing that damn thing? If you're sending me, it better have a damn autograph on that for that price.
yep, 175.
I want Coach Stoops' freaking fingerprint on the damn thing for that price, $175. They done lost their damn minds, bro. They lost their minds.
That's crazy. That's
Yeah.
crazy. That's crazy. We got about a little less than an hour left in the show.
Let's
I want
keep
to thank you
rolling,
guys
baby.
for tuning in, baby. This is the Gridiron Podcast Show presented to you by Fuel and the Pro Football Alliance. We are live today on the Fuel Sports Network on your Roku and Amazon TV or devices. So make sure you guys go and get the app and throw us on your TV, man. You can watch the Gridiron Live every single Saturday
Yeah.
right here on Fuel Sports Network and streaming platforms out there, such as the social media platforms as YouTube. Go follow, or excuse me, go subscribe to the Gridiron Podcast YouTube channel. We will be moving. I like keep saying it, but we are actually going to be moving the show over to that channel for YouTube purposes, as far as content being on YouTube. So it will be going live. We'll soon. I'll make the official announcement, a week ahead of time, so all you guys can go out there and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you're following the channel and put on your notification bell and all that good stuff. But
we got a
like I
lot.
said,
We got a lot going on, man. Dang.
Yeah,
Change
man.
is coming. You got a new position there with the PFA, bro. You're doing. My boys getting important. Yeah. You got importance coming to you next, bro.
I am happy to announce as well that I am part of the Fuel. I am actually the West Coast programming director of Fuel Sports Network. So thank you, A-Train. Thank you, Dirty. Thank you, Big Daddy Ed, Michael Lathrop. Thank you all, Hyena, for entrusting me with that position and that title. And we're gonna get it rocking, man. We got a lot of things in the works, guys. We're trying to bring a lot
going on. We got the Renegades pop. Hey, can I real quick? Can I give them a sneak peek of the logo? I just love it so much, man. I can't be selfish. What y'all think, man? What y'all think right there? Yeah.
Hey, I like that.
Come, baby. About to come, baby. Outrageous. Let's go. Hey, man, but straight up, congratulations, my friend. Yeah, you got some big things coming up, man. Yeah.
I really, really appreciate that. Thank you, Rig. Thank you, DJ P. Yeah, moving on up, man. I'm trying. I'm just doing my part, man. That's all I can ask. I'm just doing my part, man. But I'm happy to be a part of PFA, the Pro Football Alliance. Happy to have the show affiliated with the Pro Football Alliance, and we can now represent the Pro Football Alliance, and we can go out there and get some interviews and get some behind the scenes stuff. So there's a lot going on, man. There's a lot going on, and from what I'm hearing, we got another big announcement coming next week from our co-founders, A-Train and Dirty. So make sure you guys tune in next week to, I believe, either the X Fan Show, the Bottom Line, B-Hog Live. I don't know when the announcement's coming, but make sure you guys follow their socials so you know when these announcements will be, dropped and all that good stuff, and all these episodes that we have. Make sure you go and check the live TV schedule. I'll have it for you guys next week. I'll do my best to have it for you guys next week as a commercial break, because we're gonna actually start having little commercial breaks and words from our sponsors. And hey, he says, "See, told you, just saying Vipers are in Vegas will take you a long way."
Yeah.
I can't with you, DJ. But no, man, I'm very, very proud, man. I'm very grateful and honored to be, part of this whole entire family, to have met all of y'all that support this show, support me and Gabe, support what we're doing, as well as the rest of the Fuel family of networks and shows and everything we got going on, man. There's a lot, you know what I mean? We're working on bringing a lot of different type of sports content to Fuel Sports Network as well. So we got a lot of things in the works, man. There's a lot of announcements that's going to be coming in the coming months for the whole Fuel family, the whole Fuel Sports Network in general. And, just be ready, guys. Be ready. Like I said, man, there's so much going on. Dirty and A-Train and the board of directors are doing so much, man. They're doing so much behind the scenes that a lot of people don't even know about. And I'm just so proud to be a part of this team. So, thank you guys for being here, tuning in to this show, episode 53 of the Gridiron Podcast Show with your hosts, Jersey the King and OG Double G, the one and only, the wicked one, Gabe
Yeah.
Garcia. You already know, man. You already know, man. So let's keep it rolling. Let's keep it rolling. Let's keep it rolling. In more UFL news, and I think this is the most important news of the week right now. 21 days till kickoff. 21 days till kickoff, baby. And I'm just excited. You know what I mean? I just had to make that like an announcement. You know what I mean? I had to make it big because we got 3 weeks, y'all. 3 weeks from today. And I can't wait. I cannot wait. Now, NFL free agency starts on Monday. And there's a lot that's been going on. When I say, Gabe, when I say there's a lot that's been going on, how many players have been released this week?
Man, you know what? If you're in the market in the NFL for a stud safety, there is a lot. Xavier McKinney. Hell, we're looking at Justin Simmons. You know, you can talk about how many players. That's just from the safety position. There's a whole grip of them. I mean, we're talking Pro Bowlers. And you got the running backs. You know, we got the running backs. We got some receivers now. Obviously, after what do we got Wednesday when the actual signing period begins? The legal tampering begins on Monday. Legal tampering, they can start talking now. Teams can start working out a deal and not make it official until Wednesday. But, it's about to get crazy, y'all. NFL is about to, let's be real, they are about to take over this coming week. All the headlines. NFL is going to take over all the headlines this coming week because players, I mean, you're looking at quarterbacks. Well, we got Kirk Cousins out there. Russell Wilson now. Russell Wilson's over there talking to Pittsburgh and New York already. He can.
Yep.
So it's because now that he has been released, he just can't sign until the actual, start of the 2024 offseason for the NFL, which begins on Wednesday. But bro, it's about to get crazy, y'all. It is about to get crazy in the NFL.
What are your thoughts on that right there? Poyer and White being released from the Bills.
Well, not just White, but what is Micah Hyde ain't there no more?
Mm-hmm.
That was him and Poyer, bro, for the last few years to me have been arguably the best safety duo in football when they're healthy. Now they're gone. Yeah, man, Tre'Davious White, he's gone. So the Bills are another team that like Bills fans are like, damn, I knew we had to cut some of the fat, but what the hell y'all doing? Slow down. Slow down. You know what? They did a little bit of restructuring on Von Miller to keep him there, going through some things, but they're likely not. Gabe Davis is a free agent, so they're likely not bringing him back. I don't know who they're going to sign to replace him, but yeah, man, I don't know, man. I don't know what Bills fans. Yeah. See, he's like, I'm like, slow down. Cutting too much fat off here, especially from a defense that. This defense for the Bills was just a few years removed, bro, from being one of the best an elite top defense in the league.
Yeah.
And now they're shedding a lot of that off, man. And it's free agency's a killer sometimes, man. Straight up. That salary cap, people like to say it's a myth. It's not a myth. There's just a lot of ways to manipulate it, but it is legit. And there's a reason that a lot of these teams have to make these kinds of moves, man. But man, I don't know. I mean, who else are we talking about, man? I know Baltimore's keeping some of their pass rushing talent in house, so Baltimore's trying to remain intact. They are going to have to.
Cowboys fans. Zach Martin restructured, gave us $13 million.
Yeah, so now Dallas, who just a couple of weeks ago was $20 million under the cap, now with this move and with the new salary cap, they are now $10 million over the cap, with the pending Dak Prescott. What everybody expecting them to get that done.
Well, no, we're under the cap now. We're under the cap.
I mean, under. That's what I meant. Yeah, 10
we're actually.
They were 20 million over. They were 20 million over. Now they're 10 million under. But that's Dak Prescott is the move that everybody's wondering, okay, is this going to get done? Because that's the move that's going to free up some money there. A lot of free agency, man. Does Tony Pollard talking about he'll come back at a hometown discount? How much of that discount, Pollard? All right. I don't mind that. I don't mind bringing you back if we've got another back to share the load with you, but you know, you ain't gonna be getting paid like an RB1 because he didn't earn RB1 money last year. I'm sorry, let's be real. So, but there's a lot out there for free agency, bro. A lot out there for free agency. So y'all get ready.
Gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting, man. And my thing with the free agency as well, man, is like so many players right now are getting either released, traded. As we just started the show off with a breaking news, Jerry Jeudy being traded to the Cleveland Browns. You know what I mean? So I just feel this offseason's already.
Hell, the Eagles then gave Hassan Reddick, permission to seek a trade. So he's doing that. And they got Sweat. They just announced they're putting him on the trading block.
See,
so these are two guys who could very well be cut if they're not traded.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you've got people like Tyron Smith, Tyron Smith's not going to be on the market very long. I guarantee you. There's a team that needs a left tackle. They're like, oh, we're gonna throw the bank at this dude. So Tyron Smith is going to be.
It's just a matter of him staying healthy for them, though.
Yeah. Tyron Smith's going to be like a lot like what Kirk Cousins is for the quarterbacks right now in free agency. Like that's the guy that's not going to be on the market very long. Kirk Cousins is going to go somewhere. The best fit for me, in my opinion, is Atlanta because Kirk Cousins, with the roster Atlanta has, makes them an automatic favorite in the NFC South. If Atlanta can get that deal done, it makes the most sense for me, for Kirk Cousins to go down to Atlanta. And he can, you got Drake London there. You got Kyle Pitts there. You got Kirk Cousins who can actually throw the ball.
Right.
With that two-headed running back in Algier and Bijan Robinson there.
Bijan Robinson,
Yeah, Kirk Cousins makes all kinds of sense in Atlanta right now, bro.
Yeah, they definitely do. That definitely does. What's going on, Neil? Welcome in, brother. Appreciate you being here.
Friend? Yeah.
But I just thought it was interesting I'm gonna go back to the Russell Wilson release. I thought it was interesting that they decided to do that and was like willing to take that dead cap hit. You know what I mean? That's a lot over the next 2 seasons.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money you're getting penalized. You know what I mean? And not having available to you in cap space. You know what I mean? So that slows your rebuild down. Unless you're willing to make trades on top of trades, you know what I mean? And try to shuffle things that way. I think it's going to be hard for Denver to really be back in a competitive spot if they aren't able to make some moves with what they just did. So that's one of my most interesting
things
that I want to see play out.
But the reason I think it did happen that they released him, one, nobody was going to take on that contract in a trade. So we knew that wasn't going to happen. Two, they had to say, okay, are we going to sit here and pay all this man all this money to sit on the bench for us? Because it's clear that Sean Payton is like, this was not the move that I wanted. I was not here when this move was made. He's not the guy I want. And I think we've seen this coming. So we said, let's just start clean. They did save a little bit of money, even with all that dead cat hit that they're taking. They saved a little bit of money. So ultimately, they released them at least about $15 million that they can use in free agency, even with all that dead cap that they're going to have to. So, you're talking about, it would kind of threw you off how they made this move. I think it threw a lot of people off, but when you look at the numbers, you're like, well, especially if they're going full rebuild, which it looks like they're doing right now, it makes sense financially that they're just like, all right, we messed up. We're gonna swallow that. That's ownership and the upper office telling Sean Payton, look, they want Sean Payton happy, bro. You know what I mean? They want him happy, and they want him to build his team. And he's like, look, if y'all want me to build my team, Sorry, Russ got to go. Russ got to go. So, but he
Yeah.
ain't gonna be on the market long either. Somebody's gonna get him
'cause-
cheap.
And I think the Giants might end up doing something similar with Daniel Jones that the Denver Broncos did with Russell Wilson and release him even in the middle of that contract and just take that hit. You know what I mean? So that's going to be interesting, man. It's definitely going to be interesting to see.
I agree, Neil.
because
Neil, it's gonna be sad, bro. Tyron.
It is. I was just about to say it's going to be real sad to not see Tyron Smith on the left side.
Now it could still happen,
Right
but I
side,
doubt it.
left side.
Yeah.
Right
Yeah.
side, left side.
And a lot of people are talking about, do we draft somebody? I think this is why Tyler Smith was brought here. I know a lot of
I do
people
too.
love him at guard, but even when he's had to play tackle, he has played elite.
He's
You know,
really been
So, and I
really,
think
really
what
good.
a lot of us like what they saw. The team likes what they saw from Bassett guard when he had to fill in. So that could be the move they're making. Now, Biotis is likely going to be a free agent. So I'm thinking, man, we better go get Jackson Powers, OSU baby center from Oregon, OSU, Oregon. I'm high on that dude at center. So to be honest,
that would be interesting.
Biotis is likely going to be a free agent as well. Lots of free agents, lots of high dollar free agents.
Yep.
And with that salary cap going up, man, these players are just like, you damn right, show me the money, baby. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. So it's gonna be interesting, y'all. It's gonna be interesting. Like we said, free agency officially kicks off Wednesday, but Monday free agency starts. We'll just say that. Monday free agency
all
starts.
I'm saying is, if Biotis is gone, Dallas, please do what you got to do to go and draft Jackson Powers Johnson. Please, that's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking.
Right.
Center from Oregon. Sorry.
That's all we need. That's all we need. That's all we need. That's all we need. You know what I mean? But this is the Gridiron Podcast Show presented to you by Fuel and the Pro Football Alliance. We are live. Well, I'm live in the Gridiron Studios in Las Vegas, Nevada. My buddy and brother Gabe over there is live from Las Cruces, New Mexico, from Gridiron Nation Studios. So it's a Gridiron gang thing, So
I wouldn't understand.
You wouldn't understand. You wouldn't understand. And just so you guys know, we do have a disclaimer for all the expressions and opinions from this show, and the views from this show are strictly that in itself.
Yeah.
Opinions, expressions, and views. Don't sue us. That's all I gotta say. Don't sue us. This is just how we feel.
I don't care, because I'm gonna give you my opinion anyways. Y'all know I got no problem doing that, bro. Sometimes it is a problem, though. Sometimes I'll be looking like, I'm like, all right, I need to settle down a little bit and just stop.
Right. What is going on? Mr. Predator is in the building. What's going on? Any poster updates on the scrimmages? No, I have not heard anything yet. And I constantly have my
Asim Richards
apps available.
Yeah, you know what, Neil? Asim Richards too. He's a guy that they like that could be turned into a swing tackle. He's got some versatility on that line. So, so we'll see. That's talking about Dallas Cowboys on that old line depth right there. So,
hater, how you live in Texas and hate the Cowboys? That's terrible. We're not even going to talk about you. Okay, but no. No, thank you guys for tuning in. Mr. Predator is in the building. Love to have you here, man. Thank you for being here. Hope you and wifey enjoyed your date night last night. I seen your live last night from y'all date night at, I believe, the rodeo. I think it was bull riding.
Dang, that's dope.
That's dope as hell.
I dig that.
That is so cool.
Yeah,
that is so cool. That is so cool. We are going to get into one of my favorite segments of the show, because we got a lot today, because Gabe hasn't been here. But y'all, it is.
Why you gotta say it like that, bro? Gabe hasn't been here.
Yeah, it's mail time, y'all. Y'all know one of my favorite parts of the show. where we sit here and we take any of the questions that are sent in and we ask them and answer them right on the show. And really quickly, before we actually jump into it, if you want to send your fan mail questions in, you can email them to the Gridiron Podcast at gmail.com. That's the with an A, not an E. The Gridiron Podcast at gmail.com. So, my boy Hit asks with his first question of mail time. As y'all discuss numbers and things, do you think money in the long run affects the process of spring football or pushes it forward?
Money in the long run. Now, I mean, it's all about money. It's all about money. Let's just be real. When you get a professional sports league, it's no longer like the sport itself becomes secondary because it becomes a business.
Yep.
And the money in the long run is what's going to decide whether this thing does get pushed forward. So it does affect the process more than any other factor. And more than any other factor, it's all about the money right here because we talk about, yes, like you said, like Hit says in the question is y'all discuss the numbers. We talk about the stats, all this stuff, and that's fun, the talent on the field, guys that are going to be putting up numbers. But you can have the best product on the field. But if that money ain't coming in, then it's not going to matter because that means there's no eyes watching. If you're not putting money out, if you're not spending to try to market and get eyeballs on that good product on the field, then it ain't gonna matter. It comes down to the whole where you've gotta spend to earn. You know what I mean? And in this case, but the money in the long run is really about what kind of long view do they have right now? Like how far ahead are they looking? How much of a hit are they going to be looking to take financially? I should say willing to take financially in this first season because they're going to take a hit. They are. But how much? That's going to be the key right there. That's going to affect everything in spring football going forward or not.
Yeah, because without the money, we can't have a future in spring football.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you said, it's a business. So you're going to constantly have to keep putting money in, but you want to constantly keep getting a return. So, and if you don't have that long flow of money to keep putting in to get back a return on investment, it won't happen. You won't have a long run. You know what I mean? So one of the main things of keeping spring football alive and to keep pushing it forward is money. You're going to need the money because at the end of the day, if you want to expand and bring in new teams or bring in some of the old teams that we don't have in right now, you have to have the money. And that's when team owners are going to come into play because that's going to be more money that can be brought in for those purposes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now you're taking cost away from the league that they don't have to spend on each team individually. You know what I mean? When you bring in team owners, then you can make it easier on the league because now the team owners are paying for a lot of stuff that the league was paying for. So like that's how you alleviate expenses on the league side. And when we get to that point, it's just going to depend on when I say win because I have faith in the league. But if we can get to that point, it's going to depend on the success of this first season. It's going to depend on the fans, spending our money on tickets, merchandise, you know what I mean? Watching it on TV. If we can't get to a game, things like that. That's what's going to determine the future of the long run money. That's what's going to determine, being able to push this league forward into the future to have a long sustaining, viable spring football.
And I think that's why we were so big on talking about the prices of the merchandise a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's like you're getting game it's affordable. When money starts coming in and the hype for the league builds up, interest, of course, that's when you jack up prices, right? Merchandise needs to work the same way. When the demand starts kicking in, damn, we're selling out because the prices are low. All right, let's jack it up a little bit because now we need more production to fill orders.
Yeah.
And that's another part because I say this because you mentioned, merchandise being part of that long money, in the long term. I just wonder, bro, what does the well look like? Now we know Fox and all them, that well, that money well they got is very deep in Fox Sports, but how much of it, like what is their cutoff where they're like, okay, this ain't gonna work. We can't be putting no more money into this. That's why the money in the long run, because all the money you're putting into marketing, merchandise, and all that stuff now, after this first season, you want that return. You got to fill some of that well back a little bit because Fox ain't gonna freaking put this thing forever. After a while, they're gonna be like, man, we're losing way too much damn money here after our second season. Nah, that's it.
And if it can't be a sustainable league within the first 2 years, we can't even think about expansion.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
That's one thing that we got to think about, fans out there. For spring football fans, if you want this league to survive, got to support it. But yes, to answer your question, all in all, yes, money is what is going to keep this league viable, keep this thing moving forward, and keeping it going. So, yeah, money is a big factor for sure. All right, question 2. Thank you for that, Hit. Hit asks, do you want football to spread out into different ways of viewing, such as they did the Toy Story and SpongeBob alternate cast, or do you want that type of viewing to be like a one and done type of deal? That's a good question. I honestly, I'm gonna keep 100 with you guys. I honestly liked the Toy Story thing, like when they had the players actually looking like Toy Story characters. You know what I mean? And on the carpet, which was so dope because like when I think it was a player for Atlanta, because it was the Jaguars and the Atlanta Falcons. No, actually it was a Jaguars player, and he was running to the end zone. And he was booking too, and they put the fire under his feet. You know what I mean? Just those little different animated things, and then
That was
how
dope.
they had
Yeah.
the claw come down to place the ball and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like I think those type of alternative casts are great, and the reason why is because now you really get kids interested in watching the football game. You know what I mean? You know how many kids was probably sitting there watching Disney Plus and seeing, oh, there's an NFL game on, or there's a football game on Disney Plus. You know what I mean? Like, what is this? You know what I mean?
Well,
And they see it's a
now,
Toy Story style.
yeah. And okay. First of all, it's a gimmick. Let's call it what it is. It's a gimmick, and that's okay. That's all right. There's usually when you got alternative type of things like this, it is because it's a gimmick. Now, I like that they don't do it for every single game every week because then the gimmick gets played out and everybody's like, oh, okay, yeah, it's not something different and fun anymore. It's just like whatever. But I also think, there's a budget that they put for that. And unless they were seeing like a huge ratings boost, to compare with the actual telecast, you wouldn't see it done as much, is what maybe this question is asking. But I'm with you. It is fun. It is fun, like to watch, like you said, when he had that pick six, and freaking all of a sudden you got the little fire trail. I'm like, that was clean. I dig that. That was dope. But then I flip back to the regular telecast, and I'm kind of back and forth. But I
actually watched them side by side.
Okay.
I had it on the regular telecast on the cable, but I also had it on another, device live, and I had it to where it was synced, bro, and it was in real time. That's another thing I liked about how they did that Toy Story one. It was
it
in
was in real
real
time.
time.
That was clever,
You
man. It shows you what this AI and stuff they got, all this technology they got.
Mhm.
But yeah, I mean, to cut into different ways of viewing, why not? I mean, the NFL is probably the only one, and maybe NCAA, that has the power financially, everything with the channels to do it. So it's not something that we would see with spring football anytime soon, and that's okay. But yeah, I mean, why not? Give us some more
Yeah,
alternatives here and there. Maybe
you
you've got to.
should.
Maybe no, I'm not ready to see you. Sometimes, bro, you think a little too far ahead. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. Look,
When that long money starts
cast,
coming in, then maybe.
all cast. Just saying,
Mm, mm,
A Train and Dirty,
mm.
Daddy Ed and Easy E.
Now,
I'm just saying, there's a few of us that could be hosts to an all-cast, and we can actually have UFL games being played. I'm just live. Yeah, I'm just saying, you can get the all-cast on Fuel Sports Network. You know what I mean? That was just, I'm just saying. I know I think ahead. I'm sorry, but I'm just
that's
saying.
good though.
Just think
That's
about it.
good though.
Just
Now,
think about it.
the thing is, with the alternate ways of viewing, you would need other channels. You would need other
Mhm.
platforms, all kinds of stuff like that. So the NFL and NCAA really would have. You know where I want to see this come in? He asked about football. I would love to see something like the Toy Story thing in the NBA.
That would be
You
clean.
imagine that? That would like
Or
it would be
take
like
back
watching
Space
NBA
Jam.
Jam. You remember the game NBA Jam? Fools
Yeah,
are taking off with rockets and stuff. It would be like that. Yeah, I would dig that. But
I would dig it. I
yeah,
definitely
the
would.
different ways of viewing. I think there is marketing crews out there. There's people that have a job in a lot of these organizations, a lot of these leagues, that's their job. You need to
Yeah,
come up with a creative way for us to bring in new
more viewers.
viewers. Yes. So
Mhm.
they're always them grinds of work. Gears are grinding, man. They're working at all times for the
Yep.
creativity, because that's been one of the more creative ways, man. I do like it. I do.
I do dig it as well. Thank you for that as well, Hit. Now we got a few off-topic questions because Gabe wasn't here, so we're gonna get into these off-topic
Oh, you got
questions.
to throw that in there again, huh? Yeah. Gabe was sitting there with his stomach like, damn.
And then what's crazy? A week later,
Dehydrated.
I get it.
Yeah.
As he's recovering, I get the flu. I've had the flu all week. I'm actually just getting all the rest of the phlegm and mucus and all that crap up out of me today. So I'm feeling a hell of a lot better than what I felt up until I say about Wednesday or Thursday this week. So
yeah.
First off topic question, Hit asks, would you rather go to a theme park or a water park?
I'm theme park. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I don't care. Don't judge me. I don't swim. That's why I live my ass here. I live in the desert. I don't need to learn how to. People be telling me you need to learn how to swim. I don't need to learn nothing. I live out here in the desert. I'm not swimming in sand. Take me to a theme park, baby. I'm cool with that.
Oh man.
Don't judge
me personally,
water parks are fun though. We have one out here.
See, it's hard because I lived in Nebraska at a point in time in my life, right? And we went to Kansas City, Kansas, and they have this theme park and water park literally right across from each other. Oceans of Fun and Worlds of Fun. So you go to Oceans of Fun and it's the water park. You go right across the Worlds of Fun and dry off at the damn theme park. Going on a roller coaster ride.
That's
so
dope, man.
I'm kind of stuck, because even like Six Flags, they have water park rides.
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of depends on which place you go to. But if I have to pick, I'd say water.
You
I'd
know,
say
it's
water.
we have both out here, right here near El Paso here, and we got a place that's been around since I was a kid. It's 20 minutes from me, called Wet and Wild Water World. They're always adding new rides, but one thing I love about this water park, man, and maybe it's like this elsewhere, but they have all these big picnicking areas, right? It's safe to walk around barefoot. Everybody walks around barefoot. You bring your own food. You bring your own beer. They let you bring it all in. You
Yeah.
use the grills. You can bring your own grill. So you make like a whole freaking summer party there. And it's like you have a big summer party because they always have a DJ blasting music, man. You're playing out there. And you're doing all these different rides. They got the wave pool. That stuff's cool. I do get in the water. Okay, don't be like y'all. It's not like I don't freaking go in the water. I just know when not to go on the too deep at the end. Luckily, I'm tall, so I can pretty much, these water parks now, I could walk through all the water. So it's not a big deal for me. But I'm with you. The water parks for me are just a lot more fun because of the fact that you could turn it into like a cookout party at a lot of these water parks. Whereas
because you're able to
the
barbecue and
theme
stuff.
park's not like that. A theme park is more like just a huge giant carnival. Like on an upper level. But so it's a different experience, I guess, different levels of fun. But I guess I'm with you. I mean, I said theme park, but yeah, as far as
Water
like the
parks
fun
is where it's
factor,
at,
the
man.
water parks are where it's at, man. It is.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely where it's at. All right, next question. Off-topic question number 2. If you have a collection of something, example like a card, Funko Pop figures, statues, etc., what do you love collecting the most outside of cowboy items? I knew you were gonna say something about it.
Yeah. My boy Zenitsu always crying. I collect these kind of anime figurines, bro. I have a major collection actually here in my studio of Funko Pops. The ones that I have here in the studio are music ones. So I got like Tupac, I got Biggie, I got Easy. I got
Oh, that's fine.
I got Snoop. I got a whole stage setup that came to Funko one, and it's Run DMC on the stage. Jam Master Jay, everybody. And I got Midoriya here. So that's my thing. I collect a lot of this stuff, man. It's just fun for me. The Funko Pops though is one of my biggest ones, and my biggest collections. Like we got the Tombstone ones with Wyatt Earp and them in the house. I got Aaliyah, I got TLC, I got Salt and Pepper. I'm looking at right now. I got Kid and Play. Who else I got in here? I got Prince, Biz Markie, Aerosmith, Johnny Cash. Oh, I got B Rabbit. Yeah, so
that's dope.
That's what
that's
yeah. Other than and then I do have, of course, have my Cowboys collectibles in the house, but outside of Cowboys, he's saying that's what I collect. Is really just and those types of figurines, the Pops, the anime figurines, and I got some Deadpool figurines, also Bruce Lee. I collect a lot of Bruce Lee memorabilia. And what else? Oh, them old cult 70s kung fu flicks. Shaw Brothers, all that. I collect all that as well. Yeah.
See, that's fresh. See, me, it's a variety of things. As you guys see, I have my, my Funko Pops. I have start of my magazine collection and stuff. Really, I have my little DC figurines up there for the Justice League. I have a marijuana board game and a Grogu weed set. Comes with a tray and an ashtray and all. It's pretty cool.
I dig that. Yeah.
I collect all type of stuff. You know what I mean? That's my thing. Like, I'm not just into one thing. I collect all type of stuff, except for Funko Pops. Now, Funko Pops, I'm trying to get my Funko Pop collection to cover a whole damn wall. You know what I mean?
I got a lot of Funko Pops. I got what else? I got a Snoop Dogg. I've got in here. I've got Ice Cube in the green 64 from
what?
It Was a Good Day. Yeah, I got that one. Hold on. Hold on.
That's clean. That's clean, y'all. Look, Gabe's showing off now, y'all.
I am.
Gabe's showing off. Oh, that's hard. I like that. That's clean.
Hit, you done messed up asking this question, Hit, because I love showing off my collections.
See, I think one of the closest thing I have right now, Funko Pop wise, is Grogu when he's on the rock.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
This big one up here, actually. Let me see.
Yo, Neil, we're gonna get to your question here in a bit too, bro. Yeah.
See, and he's actually
Oh
on
yeah.
the
All right. All right. Yeah.
yeah, that
Dig
big
it.
one.
Dig it.
So yeah.
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 I love it, man. I got a lot of this stuff. I love collecting it. I have an autographed Fluffy, Gabriel Iglesias. I have one of
Mhm.
his Funkos autographed. So I keep that
Oh, that's clean.
as well, man. I got look at this. One more. Look at this. My man Biggie right here, bro.
Hey.
Big and small, baby. Yeah. That's how we do it, man.
Rig Rocker says he has a bunch of Ohio State Buckeye stuff. I seen his. Oh my gosh, and his Raiders collection, bruh. Rig got
Hey,
some dope stuff right
amazing.
there. I ain't gonna lie. Neil says who you have winning tonight, fellas.
Oh,
Oh,
what a card tonight, man. It's a card. I love it. This card is
I'm gonna
stacked
tell
tonight,
you.
bro.
Ooh. Mm.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now.
O'Malley, knockout in 4. Dustin Poirier, knockout in 3. Because I don't think Saint Denis.
Damn, both
can-
by knockout.
I don't think Saint Denis can last that long. Look, Dustin Poirier, bro. Dustin freaking
Poirier's a beast.
Poirier.
He is.
He
Very
can
smart fighter.
last. He
Yeah.
can go 5 rounds and then go another 3 if he really wants to. Like, he's a dog, bro. He's a dog. And I don't think Saint Denis is ready to go 5 rounds with this dude.
And
I
see,
don't think he's ready to go.
I'm gonna go with Saint Denis, bro.
Oh, you're going with Benoit Saint
I
Denis?
am going with Saint Denis.
Saint Denis? Benoit Saint Denis? That's how you say
And
his name.
and I will go with Sean O'Malley. I think Vera can make it a fight though, but I like, and you know what, that Holland Page fight, that's a good one. I like Page in that one. I'm gonna go with Page.
Okay.
I think
Yeah.
Gilbert Burns gets it done tonight, and I like Peter Yan to win his fight tonight too. But yeah, I am going with Saint Denis. I can't do the French accent. I can't do the.
He's going to do the. He's going with Benoit Saint Denis, you guys. Saint Denis. That's I hear what you're saying, but I'm gonna tell you right now, Dustin gonna show why he was at one point the BMF champ. Just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying. Just saying. Justin Gaethje got it now, but
he's getting up.
Yeah, and I'm excited for Clay. It's Clay the Carpenter fight. Yeah, I'm excited to see him fight again. It's been a while. It's a stacked card, man. It's definitely a stacked card. It's definitely a stacked card, man. In early prelims.
Don't sleep on when they talk about fights of the night. Don't sleep on that Peter Young and Song Yadong fight, man. Because
that could be fight of the night. Song Yadong is a bad boy. Yeah. He's a bad boy, but Peter Young still got some dog in him too. So it's definitely gonna be a stacked card in Miami tonight, guys. So if you ain't watched it, or if you ain't ordered it on pay-per-view, hit me up and I can tell you how to watch it.
It's like I know a guy.
You know, I know a guy, and guess who's the guy? Yeah, so this is the Gridiron Podcast Show, live and presented to you by Fuel and the Pro Football Alliance. We are live on Fuel Sports Network. Go ahead and download the channel on your Roku and Fire Stick devices, or your Amazon TV or Roku Stick devices. See how I mixed them in together, how I put them both together? Yeah, you already know.
Brilliant, bro. It was brilliant.
Moving on to our next off-topic question in our fan mail segment today. We got a bunch today from it. Y'all see, he gave us like 6 questions today, so we're stacked with questions, and it's actually perfect because it ends the show the right way. But he says, if a certain title was both in a book form and cinema form, which do you prefer to view or read in such manner?
We're talking
Mm,
about whether, well, like if we have like a movie that's also a book, which one is that? What he's
yeah,
asking?
like say like the Hunger Games, for instance.
I'm a
You
reader,
rather
bro. I'm a
you like
reader.
rather reading the book or the movies?
I'm a reader. I mean, I love the books. I'm a book person. I love movies too. Obviously, we always talk about movies, but I'm a reader, man. But sometimes I've watched something, like a series or a show where I have not read the books, and it makes me want to read the books because I loved the show or movie so much. Case in point, The Last Kingdom, on Netflix. It's based on the Saxon stories. I watched the show, bro. I still watch it. I've watched it like 5 times through all 5 seasons in the last movie. I love it. But I'm also in the process of reading the books, and I'm currently on the 4th book, and there's something like 10 books. So,
Dang.
but if I usually, I'm a book person. You know what I mean? I'm like,
Okay.
I'm gonna read the books. Yeah. I love reading.
For me, I have to I have to say I can agree with you on that. I think it's about 50-50. I read I say that one of the first times I've read through a whole series was The Hunger Games, and that's why I brought it up a little while ago. The Hunger Games, actually, Susan Collins. I read all the books. I read The Hunger Games. I read Catching Fire. You know what I mean? I read The Mockingjay. I read all the books. I just need to read the new book, The Ballad of the Songbirds.
Yeah.
I just need to read that. The Songbirds and Snakes. I just need to read that book. But I've read all those books, and then when they came out with the movies, I was like, "Hey, yo, this movie is so much like the book." Like I can remember reading these lines that is being said in the movie from the book, and I think that's what made me have that love for both. Because if I can go ahead and read a novel, and it gets turned into a movie, and I can sit here and go in the back of the novel while I'm watching the movie and be like, "Yep, we're at
Yeah.
this part."
Yeah.
You
And
know what I
and,
mean? Not
and
sit here
plus,
saying
plus,
the
bro,
line.
the thing about books that's so cool is yes, you're you're using your own imagination. You're putting your own picture of how they're describing the character, or your mind is forming its own picture of the environment. But at the
Hmm.
same time, it's it's also awesome to say, man, hell yeah, they're making a movie out of this, and I can't wait to
Yep.
see one of my favorite books come to the big screen. It was why the reason the MCU is so big, because comic books, y'all, we love them, but to see them, to see your favorite book or story and have them pull it off on screen. Harry Potter, bro. I read the books first before the movies ever
Hmm.
came out. Same with Game of Thrones. I read all of those books before there was even talk of a series. And to see it come to a screen, it's just, yeah. I mean, you love it, bro, especially when they
Yeah.
pull it off. The Lord of the Rings stuff, but the Harry Potters in particular, I say because I always hear a lot of people say, well, Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter, they left some stuff out. I'm like, the damn movies were 3 hours long. What else you want?
Right.
Damn. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna cover an
Yeah.
entire novel, like that's why they started doing like series on stuff like this, man. Because you
Hmm.
can't do that in a movie. You get to the main points, but Harry Potter was one of the examples of not only that I love reading them because they were so well written,
Yeah, they
but
were.
they
They
were
did a hell of a job.
adapted. They were adapted so faithfully from the
Yep.
books, bro. You know what I
And
mean?
I
So
have
yeah,
to applaud Miss Simmons for that. Have to applaud you, Miss Simmons. But yeah, definitely, man. I have to agree. But hey, I do get you. I know you're a reader, and a writer as well. So,
nope, dig it.
I do get that completely. Um, let's move on to the next final question before we get out of here. We got about 8 minutes left. If you have a favorite type of music that trumps any else that you listen to, what would it be and why is it your favorite? Oh,
Man,
that's easy,
y'all
man.
already know mine. Y'all know
Y-
mine.
y- It's for me. It's two:
Okay.
hip hop and R&B,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then close to my second, close like tied to second would be rock and roll because I am a huge fan of electric guitars and
Nice.
just how some rock and roll music is put together. I've actually incorporated rock and roll and hip hop together and made my own production out of it
No,
and did pretty well. Made my own beats where it was rock and hip hop basically infused and mixed together. So for me, it would have to definitely be hip hop first because it's just what I grew up off. You know what I mean? And I love beats. I love, drums. I used to play drums when I was in school. You know what I mean? So, and then reggae.
yeah.
Those are my top four.
See, for me, my music. See, there's a reason, man. Like my love affair with music is so deep. It's just not like on a
Mhm.
spiritual level, man. Because I grew up like I freaking pretty much took like everything of all genres, man. Now in my area with my family, of course, I'm hip hop, bro. I am hip hop. I make hip hop. Hip hop is my thing. Now I'm not big on a lot of the new mainstream stuff. I mean, like most people, but I'm talking about real hip hop. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And the R&B, of course.
that back in
But
the day hip hop.
secondary for me would probably have to be Tejano music, which is like the Tex-Mex country music here, because
Mhm.
the area I'm in the 90s, it was big. My brothers, I grew up, my family was in bands. My dad had his own band, a musician. He was a bass player, vocalist. My brother's was a front man for decades for the biggest band here in this area. And there's a lot of Tejano music, man. So dancing cumbia, stuff like that. So that's my second. But hip hop is like everything for me. Now, another one I love. I mean, that sometimes, bro, I'm in a mood where I'm cleaning up the garage. I'm like, you know what? I feel like listening to my country playlist today. I'll
Mhm.
throw my country on, man, and I vibe with it like on a Sunday. Something about like a Sunday afternoon in country music, man. I'm just sitting there with my beer, chilling. It just puts you in a vibe. But sometimes it depends on what kind of mood you're in.
Yeah.
But he mentioned Bob Marley. You mentioned reggae. You know what's funny, bro? Sometimes you got like those mornings where you're stressed out about something. It don't matter, whatever it is. For some reason, bro, I can put on some reggae, particularly some Bob Marley, and just let it play. And it
And
just
there
soothes
you
your
go.
mood, bro. It just soothes your mood. You
Yep.
know what I mean?
That's how you
Just
that's how you
the
feel.
vibe of it, just yes.
And all that
Yes.
negativity is just
Yeah.
floating away.
Yeah.
And you're
Yeah,
just
man.
chilling, man. You're letting all the positivity from that music,
Yeah.
really do like Rick said, touch your soul.
Music is
And
about your mood. I love like you rock music. Love rock
I used to
music.
listen to Slipknot.
Different kinds of rock I like. See, I grew up, man. My brothers were really big into like the 80s with the hair bands and the heavy metal and stuff. So
Like cool stuff.
I grew up on a lot of Ozzy Osbourne, the old school
Oh, okay.
Metallica,
Mhm.
on Justice for
Metallica.
All, that Van Halen, stuff like that. Hell, I even used to listen to Bon Jovi. Hell, my favorite rock band of all time is Aerosmith. Love Aerosmith, bro. So
I do like
yeah, I
Aerosmith.
mean, I can tap into any genre and tell you, yeah, I
I
do.
can too.
I get with it. I get with it. But if you're gonna ask
Even though
me
I'm a
what
singer,
my top
you know.
stuff, what do I listen to more? That's gonna be hip hop, man. And maybe it's just the artist in me, but it's because growing up, I think a lot of times, bro, we tend to forget that like our teenage years and early 20s are a part that really molds a lot of our preferences in music. And for me,
Mhm.
the soundtrack of my life during that time, bro, was like Tupac, Lighter Shade of Brown, Ice Cube, NWA, Wu Tang. So naturally, that's what I rock with now. A lot of
Right.
Rakim and Eric B and stuff. So it's all hip hop here, baby.
Word up. Well, that's it for Fan Mail Hitman. We want to thank you, of course, as always, for the
Mail
mail time, my brother. Again, you have been watching the Gridiron Podcast Show presented by Fuel and Pro Football Alliance live on the Fuel Sports Network, baby. I am one of your hosts, Jersey the King. To my left, as always, Double G, Gabe Garcia. And next week we got a huge show for you guys, so make sure you're here. We got a lot of things to talk about. If you want to send in your fan mail questions, make sure you send them to the gridiron at gmail.com, or excuse me, the gridiron podcast at gmail.com. Go and follow Gabe's socials so you can keep up with Gridiron Nation and the Gridiron Nation podcast show. You can also send your fan mail, listener email questions over to Gabe at Gridiron Nation podcast at gmail.com. So make sure you guys go and do that as well. And again, man, we love you. We thank you. Our 2 hours is up because we're live on the network, baby. Make sure you go and download Fuel Sport Network, PFA, Fuel. Thank you for everything. We out of here, y'all. Holla at ya, boys.
Y'all have a good week, man. Find your place of zen and stay there, baby.
And be water, my friends.
That's right. Be water.